You've heard blue jays mimic hawks near your feeder, but what if it's not just for fun? A sudden fake hawk scream, a sudden fake hawk scream, a sudden fake hawk scream. Stay to the end because you'll learn the hidden strategy that keeps your bird safe and why it works. Number 1. The blue jay's mocking call is more than just a mimic. It's a survival strategy. In your yard, blue jays have been known to imitate the calls of hawks, even when no real hawk is near. This clever trick is used to startle other birds and small mammals, making them think a predator is nearby. According to the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, blue jays can mimic over 20 different bird species, including hawks. What this means for you is that you may hear the same call multiple times a day, but it's not always from the same bird. It's a dynamic display of intelligence and adaptability in the wild. Imagine a blue jay standing on a low limb, its body language tense, its eyes locked on a nearby squirrel. It lets out a sharp, high-pitched call that sounds exactly like a red-tailed hawk. This is no accident, it's a calculated move. A study in PNAS in 2018 revealed that blue jays use mimicry not just for defense, but as a way to manipulate the behavior of other animals. When a squirrel hears that call, it may pause, look up, or even flee, giving the blue jay a moment to escape. This kind of deception is rare in the bird world and highlights the blue jay's unique place in your backyard ecosystem. But here's the twist. Blue jays don't just mimic hawks for show. They have been observed doing this in the presence of squirrels, which are known to raid their nests. By creating the illusion of a hawk nearby, blue jays can deter these potential threats and protect their young. This behavior shows the depth of their communication and survival instincts. As you watch your blue jays, you'll notice how they use their voices not just to talk, but to warn, to trick, and to thrive. And just when you think you've figured out their every move, they'll surprise you again, with a new trick up their sleeve. Number 2. The science behind the screams reveals a startling truth. Blue jays don't just imitate sounds, they do it with a purpose. This mimicry is not a random talent, but a survival strategy passed down through generations. Young blue jays learn to copy the calls of hawks by observing their elders, a skill that sets them apart from other corvids. These sounds are used to startle predators and protect vulnerable nestlings during the critical breeding season. It's a form of deception that shows the intelligence and adaptability of these birds. What this means for you is that your yard might be a stage for a clever performance you've never noticed before. When a blue jay lets out a scream that sounds like a predator, it's not just making noise, it's sending a message. This behavior has been studied extensively by researchers at the University of Washington who found that these calls are used to confuse and deter real threats. The mimicry is most frequent during the spring, when the birds are focused on nesting and raising their young. It's a remarkable ability that requires both memory and vocal precision, traits that are not common in many bird species. This kind of behavior shows how deeply connected blue jays are to their environment and the dangers they face. Imagine how often this happens right in your own backyard. What's fascinating is that this mimicry isn't just about scaring predators. It's also a way for blue jays to communicate with each other. The calls can signal danger, rally group members, or even warn off rival birds from valuable territory. This layered use of sound makes blue jays among the most versatile vocalists in the avian world. Their ability to learn and imitate sounds is a window into the complexity of their social and survival instincts. While this behavior is well documented, scientists are still uncovering the full extent of how blue jays use sound in their daily lives. What other secrets might your backyard birds be hiding, just waiting to be heard? Number 3. A warning to the whole yard. Blue jays are not just feathered neighbors, they're clever communicators. When danger approaches, they emit sharp, mimic-like calls that sound eerily like hawks. These calls are not random, they're a calculated message to the entire yard. Other birds, even those with no direct connection to blue jays, often respond by taking flight. This behavior shows an incredible level of cooperation in the avian world. What this means for you is that your yard is part of a larger, invisible network of communication. These alarm calls are so precise that they can be mistaken for actual hawks in the sky. The National Audubon Society has documented how blue jays can communicate with up to 12 different species during these critical moments. This mimicry isn't just for show, it's a survival strategy. By making other birds flee, blue jays protect their own nests from potential threats. This ripple effect of fear can spread across the yard, even to species that are not their close relatives. It's a reminder that every bird has a role to play in the safety of the whole ecosystem. The blue jay's mimicry doesn't just stop at hawks. It can include the calls of other predators too. This ability makes them a kind of guardian of the yard, even if they're not the ones under immediate threat. Their alarm system benefits the entire avian community, including your own backyard birds. It's a hidden but powerful alliance that keeps the ecosystem in balance. What this means is that your yard may be part of a larger unspoken agreement between birds. But what happens when the blue jay's warnings are ignored? The next part of this story will show you. Number 4. The evolution of a smart bird reveals how blue jays have developed the extraordinary ability to mimic the calls of other birds and even mammals. This behavior is not random. It's the result of natural selection favoring those individuals who could better deceive predators and competitors. Over thousands of years, blue jays have fine-tuned their vocal mimicry as a survival strategy. This adaptation allows them to confuse both avian and mammalian threats, ensuring the safety of their nests and young. Evolutionary studies from the University of California have revealed that this mimicry can increase a blue jay's survival rate by up to 30% during nesting season. What this means for you is that the next time you hear a blue jay imitate another bird's and even mammalian threats, ensuring the safety of their nests and young. Blue jays are not simply copying sounds, they are strategically using them to manipulate their environment to their advantage. This mimicry helps them warn off potential threats by making predators think that another, more dangerous bird is nearby. In some cases, they even mimic the calls of hawks to scare off smaller birds from their territory. The evolutionary benefit of this behavior is clear. Those who could mimic more accurately had a better chance of passing on their genes. This ability is thought to have emerged as a direct response to the pressure of predation, particularly during the vulnerable nesting period. Observing this in your yard is like witnessing a living history book of survival tactics. You may not realize it, but every mimic more accurately had a better chance of passing on their genes. This survival strategy is not just about immediate safety, it's also about long-term success in the ecosystem. Blue jays that use mimicry effectively are more likely to find food, avoid danger, and raise their young. This adaptation has been passed down through generations, shaping the blue jay into one of the most intelligent birds in the forest. The next time you hear that familiar call, you're listening to a piece of evolutionary history in action. The science behind this is fascinating, and it shows how small behaviors can have massive impacts over time. As you watch your blue jays go about their day, you're bearing witness to a living example of nature's brilliance. And just imagine what other secrets your backyard might still hold. Number 5. A lesson from the birds. Blue jays, those clever acrobats of the forest, have a trick up their sleeves: mimicry. They can copy the calls of hawks, owls, and even other blue jays with eerie accuracy. This isn't just for fun, it's a survival strategy. By mimicking predators, they can scare off rivals or distract potential threats. What this means for you is that even the most common backyard birds can show remarkable intelligence when it comes to outsmarting the world around them. Their ability to mimic is not just a talent, but a testament to their adaptability and awareness. Blue jays aren't the only birds with this talent, but they use it with a level of sophistication that's hard to ignore. Scientists draw comparisons to the lyrebird, a master of mimicry who can imitate everything from chainsaws to camera shutters. Yet blue jays tailor their imitations to fit their environment, choosing which sounds will best serve their goals. This isn't just mimicry, it's a form of strategic deception. Observing this behavior in your own yard can give you a glimpse into the complex minds of these birds. Their success in urban and suburban areas is no accident. It's the result of their ability to outthink, outmaneuver, and outlast the challenges of human-modified landscapes. This ability to mimic isn't just a curiosity, It's a survival advantage that has allowed blue jays to thrive where others might struggle. They use deception to secure food, avoid danger, and even manipulate other birds. Think of it as a kind of natural sleight of hand, performed with feathers and beaks. Their intelligence isn't measured by size or speed, but by the clever ways they bend the rules of their world. As you watch them in your own yard, you're witnessing a lesson in survival that has been honed over thousands of years. What they do next could be just as surprising, and even more revealing. Number 6. How you can observe this behavior right in your own backyard. Blue jays are not just common visitors to feeders, but they're also masterful observers of their surroundings. Their early morning and late afternoon activity patterns are perfect times to witness them in action. These are the hours when they're most alert and vocal, often using mimicry to communicate or deter rivals. By setting up a feeder with sunflower seeds, you're not just offering a meal, but also creating a hotspot for blue jays to gather. This is your chance to get up close and personal with these clever birds. The bold and vocal nature of blue jays makes them easy to spot, even from a distance. They're often the ones calling out in sharp, repetitive tones which can be mistaken for other birds or even squirrels. This mimicry is more than just noise. It's a tool they use to navigate their environment and interact with other species. Using a birdwatching app like Merlin Bird ID can give you real-time insights into their behavior, helping you understand when they're using mimicry or just feeding. These apps are invaluable for connecting the dots between what you see and what it means for the birds around you. What this means for you is simple. Your backyard is a living laboratory where you can observe blue jays up close and learn from their behavior. Their mimicry isn't just fascinating, it's a window into their intelligence and adaptability. By keeping track of their activity times and using tools like birdwatching apps, you're not just a passive observer, you're becoming an active participant in the story of these birds. Each visit to the feeder is an opportunity to see something new, to listen more closely, and to deepen your connection with the natural world. And the best part? This is just the beginning of your connection with the natural world. You pause, heart still, as the sharp cry echoes through the trees. It's not a hawk, but a blue jay, fierce and watchful, defending the nest you've come to know. In that moment, the line between wild and gentle blurs. You see not just a bird, but a guardian, a parent, a creature of instinct and love. Science may explain the call, but your soul feels the depth of its meaning. Here, in your backyard, you are reminded that life is a fragile, sacred thing, protected by those who know nothing of your presence, only the need to care. You feel the weight of the moment, the quiet understanding that you are not separate from this world, but part of it. The blue jay's cry is not just a sound, it is a story, a plea, a promise. You stand there, humbled, as the sun filters through the leaves and the air is thick with the scent of earth and life. In that instant, you are not just an observer, you are a witness to something ancient and beautiful, a reminder that even in the smallest corners of the world, there is wisdom, love, and the enduring will to protect. And you too are a guardian now. Next time you hear that sharp hawk call near your feeder, take a moment to think about what's really happening. Is that blue jay trying to protect its nest? Or is it warning you of danger? Let us know in the comments what you've noticed in your own backyard. Whether you're a seasoned birder or just starting out, your stories help keep the conversation alive. I'll see you in the next one.